after at 6:30 this morning. I just got up and wanted to bring you guys through my entire morning routine. I realized I haven't done an in-depth morning routine video in such a long time, and for how much I talk about how I love my mornings and my morning routine is like the backbone to my day, I'm like, I need to show you guys all the little things I do, the little habits, the non-negotiables that truly set me up for a productive, successful day ahead, because my morning routine, I cannot go without it. So first thing I do after I wake up, which I typically wake up anywhere from 6:15 to 6:30 in the morning, I'll come in here and brush my teeth, do my skincare, just wake myself up a little bit. My skincare in the morning after I wash my face and then put on a vitamin C serum. I always go in with a moisturizer, and one thing about my skincare routine that I wish I would have known years ago is to just really keep it simple. I used to deal very badly with acne, especially in like high school and college, and I would have like a 10-step skincare routine in the morning. Not only was it not enjoyable to do and take all the time putting on all those products and treatments and serums, etc., but it was just not good for the skin. So now I just keep my morning skincare routine to just 3 products. I always cleanse my skin, put on a vitamin C serum or lotion, and then also moisturize right after. And then this is what I like to do to just really lock everything in and also wake up my face. I used to always use an ice roller, and the amount of times that I would forget to put that thing back in the freezer, and it just always made my skin feel so good. Then I discovered this, and not only has this changed the game for me both in my morning and my evening routine, it feels so good on my skin because it really helps improve its skin elasticity, helps with the overall brightness of your skin, and also just depuffs under the eyes, which your girl has been needing. So I swear by this. This is the Therabody Depuffing Wand, and I put this on my face every single morning. It's like a little device that is temperature controlled, so you can do like cooling and heating treatments. Every morning I do the cooling treatment to just really lock in my products. It helps close the pores and just really gives a tightened look to the skin. And as I said before, it really helps with depuffing under the eyes, and it generally feels so freaking good. Like after using this for the last couple of weeks, I've generally noticed such a difference in my overall radiance of my skin elasticity. It's just like so much more firm and tight. So usually in the evening, I'll put a heating setting on before I put on my skincare products. So that's really gonna help open up the pores so that all of the skincare products that I put on my skin are going to seep into my pores and really get to work. And then after I put on my moisturizer, I'll go in with a cooling setting to close the pores, and it just gives a very awakened look to my skin also, like I said. So this is why I like to give myself that extra time in the morning to just really give my skin a little extra TLC, some self-care. I love it. I'll definitely link this down below for you guys because, like I said, it's one of those things that just elevates your routine. Before I eat or drink anything this morning, and especially before I make my coffee, I'm gonna have my supplements. My supplement routine is such a non-negotiable for me every single morning. So I always take something for my gut health, and I always start off the morning having my coconut cult. I just take a scoopful of this, and it's filled with billions of probiotics, which is so good for your gut and really just helps like support the gut health microbiome. And then I take 2 of these Array Tribiotics. This is a pre, pro, and postbiotic. I've had this within my routine for the past, I wanna say, 8 to 12 months, and I cannot go without it, okay? It really just helps keep things regular, if you know what I mean. Helps a lot with digestion and just overall like skin health, my energy levels. I always preach taking something for your gut health because it really is like the brain of everything, and I absolutely love these ones from Array. They're so good. I get them on Amazon, and I just take 2 of them every single day. It also helps a lot with like your immune health, vaginal health if you're a woman. So I love these. And then I take the Fatty 15 fatty acid supplement. You guys know I've talked about this plenty of times in my videos also. This helps a lot with just like cellular energy and your metabolism. It just goes into like a lot of your cellular health, which is something that I don't think a lot of people talk about, and it just goes into like the whole longevity of like your muscles and your cells and everything. So I just take one of these every single day. And then last supplement I take is ashwagandha, which is really great for regulating the nervous system in terms of like your stress response and lowering your cortisol levels. I just run very high stress naturally, and I actually got my blood work done and my cortisol levels checked a few weeks ago, and one of the recommendations was to start taking ashwagandha. So this has been one of those supplements that I've recently added into my routine, and I can confidently say I have definitely noticed a huge difference. I mean, how can you not look forward to this every morning? This looks so good. While I have my coffee in the morning, this is when I like to roughly plan out my day. I don't really map out my day like hour by hour, but I more so just make myself a rough to-do list for the day and organize things in terms of their priority. So that way, things that are more like low priority are at the end of my to-do list. And so it's not like the end of the world if I don't get to that part of my to-do list by the end of the day. And the things that I need to get done and are like urgent, non-negotiables, first things on my workday are at the top of my to-do list. And I just find that I'm like best organized and productive that way. If I do have a lot of things that need to be done and a very busy day, that's when I like to time block, but that's typically like once every week or so when I'm like, oh my God, I have procrastinated a lot, or I have so many things going on right now. I need to just time block to stay the most productive. That's typically how I go about it. But yeah, my planner is my literal lifeline. I would be lost without this. This is how I organize pretty much anything and everything in my life stuff, work-related things. It's all in my planner. This is like everything for me. And then also my Google Calendar is how I like to stay organized, but I don't really open that right away in the morning. Typically I'll open it right when my workday is starting because I don't want to overwhelm myself with like urgent things that need to be done or getting notifications or emails that I maybe wasn't expecting, and it kind of like throw off the morning a little bit. Same with my phone. I do not like to go on my phone or any sort of screen in the morning because if you see like a notification or you just, scroll Instagram a little bit, it can throw off your morning, kind of like throw off the vibe or jive a little bit. So I do not like to do any of that until I have like my morning non-negotiables and my morning routine finish up for the day. So typically like after my workout and stuff is when I'll open up my phone, go on my laptop, check my inbox and all that. I just got ready for my workout this morning, so I threw on this set from Amazon. These are some of my favorite workout sets. If you haven't tried them before, you are missing out. They're so comfortable and they remind me a lot of the ones from Lulu, so I can definitely link them down below. And then for my shoes, I'm just gonna wear my Nike sneakers, which are some of my favorites. These are great for strength training, but they're also super comfortable to wear if I'm like doing 12-3-30 before I warm up or just going on like a long walk or something. And today is going to be a Pilates mat inspired workout. So I've been following my 6-week program. I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday is when I strength train, and then Tuesday, Thursday is when I'll do these mat Pilates inspired workouts, which feel so good. So if you're wanting to get into a fitness routine and just don't really know where to start, or you're kind of in a rut with going to the gym and you just want something to switch it up, my 6-week program will definitely be linked down below for you guys. It is so good. It is always what I do if I need a little push in the gym or just want to get back into routine. This is like my go-to formula and I absolutely love it. So again, I'll have it in the description box for you guys, but I'm gonna throw on my sneakers, make myself my BCAAs, electrolytes, and then we'll head on down. I always like to make electrolytes and creatine for the gym because obviously electrolytes keep you super hydrated, and one thing that I've really noticed after taking creatine for like the last 3 years of my life is it truly has helped significantly with my overall muscle mass and just really helping to build lean muscle. I know people are like, oh my God, creatine, I'm gonna get super bulky and whatever. That is not the case at all. I generally cannot go without having this in my routine. And if you're somebody that's, in your fitness journey and you're prioritizing your protein and everything like that, you should also be prioritizing creatine as a supplement in your routine because it truly is so good, especially like I said, for building lean muscle mass and really keeping your muscles hydrated and recovered post-workout. but if I am needing a bit of energy or if I have like an afternoon workout, this is the pre-workout that I like to take. It's the Amino Lean Energy. It does not give me the jitters at all, and I just got this on Amazon. They have plenty of different flavors. This is the mango flavor and it's so good. Also, it's derived from green tea, so it's not like gonna get you crazy energized. I think there is though like 130 milligrams of caffeine. So I do also like to have this on the morning if I'm not having like coffee or something. This morning for breakfast, I made my current hyperfixation meal. If you guys have been following me on TikTok, you've probably seen these bowls in my videos recently. They're so good. Sometimes I'll switch it up with the different fruits that I use, but I always do 2 over easy eggs, cottage cheese, avocado, Canadian bacon, strawberries and kiwis, and then some sweet potato. I've been in like a huge sweet potato kick recently, and they're so easy to just like prep and have on hand. And then I just drizzle some honey on top, and it's so good every single time. If you've been following me on TikTok or my Instagram stories, you've probably seen me post these bowls because I look forward to it every single morning. It's such like a good high protein, nutrient dense meal. Up doing my makeup to get ready for the day, which it isn't every day that I'll do my makeup routine and fully get myself ready. I like to do, obviously, if I'm going to be filming a few things and I know I'm going to be on camera, but I will say more often than not, I just like to throw my hair in a bun, do my skincare routine, put on a comfy outfit, and call it a day. But it is nice throughout the week to give yourself at least 1 or 2 days where you fully dedicate and put in the time to get yourself ready, doing your hair, your makeup, etc. Especially if you work at home and work a 9-to-5 job, it is hard to find that motivation because you're like, I'm not leaving my apartment, not going into the office, what's the point? But personally for me, I think look good, feel good. Like I do feel so much more productive when I do put a little more time in the morning into like getting myself ready, regardless if I'm leaving my apartment or not, and I'm just like working from home behind the screen all day. I don't know, there's gotta be a little bit of science behind that. But anyways, I'm just gonna finish up getting ready and then I'll get my workday started. This is how you know things are about to get productive. The second I put on my blue light glasses. These are easily my favorite things. I got these on Amazon like 2 years ago. They're like $12 to $15, the best accessory. But I'm gonna get to editing my YouTube vlog. I have a video that needs to go live tomorrow. So basically now, since I finished rough editing it, I just need to add all the text and then the music overlays so that I can get that live tomorrow morning, update the description, do the thumbnail, all that jazz. And then also a little bit later, I'm gonna get to editing a couple of TikToks. Basically, I front load a lot of my content. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I do a lot of my filming, and then that way throughout the week, I can focus on editing things and just staying very consistent with posting daily on my platforms. I found that that kind of schedule really works well for me. But yeah, then I do have a meeting at 1:45. So basically just gonna take care of all that until my meeting a bit later. and we'll be good to go. Also, I did get a new laptop. She's stunning. This is the MacBook Air. I previously had the MacBook Pro, but she was on her last leg and it completely died on me a couple days ago. The battery was like basically shot, and then it got like a little bit of water spilt on it and it was done for. So I got this new one the other day and I love it. So I got this new one the other day and I love it because it's like a really pretty light blue color, but I'm just not used to how big the screen is, and I love it. It just makes everything look so much better. So I'm gonna get all of my work done this morning and have a very productive rest of the day. So I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed following along my morning routine. Definitely make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye guys.